From Texas to New York, millions are once again in the path of severe weather. Today, just a day after 19 reported tornadoes tore across 5 states, ABC's Elizabeth Herb is in Stanhope, New Jersey, where a possible tornado touched down and cleanup is just beginning.
This morning, the National Weather Service surveying the damage from New Jersey to Pennsylvania and Kansas, where reported tornadoes, some estimated to stretch a mile wide, obliterated neighborhoods, knocking some buildings right off their foundations.
We saw debris and we screamed, "It's here, it's here."
Kansas City International Airport even forced to close temporarily, with passengers seeking shelter in a parking garage tunnel. That same system marching east, ripping through a farm and crushing buildings and homes in Pennsylvania.
All of a sudden, it's like rapid fire machine gun. I can hear it, the debris hitting the windows.
In Stanhope, New Jersey, students, teachers, and parents huddled inside this high school for safety. The group gathered for an awards banquet while a possible tornado wreaked havoc outside.
It was scary not knowing if it was an actual tornado came through. Is it going to happen again? Hearing that it's just going to get worse.
Thankfully, no one was hurt, but the school is closed for the day, not only because of the extensive damage left behind, but also due to power outages. As you can see, crews are still busy at work trying to get everyone back online. Elizabeth Herb, ABC News, Stanhope, New Jersey.
Well, plenty of shower and thunderstorm activity across Kentuckiana out there. Some heavier pockets of rain and storms, especially south of Louisville. We're tracking it all for you. Coming up first, your Kentucky Lottery jackpot numbers. Mega Millions, $444 million. Kentucky's Powerball, $325 million.
The Kentucky Lottery, fueling imagination, funding education.
WHAS 11 proudly supports the Crusade for Children as part of the Union Year of Giving, with special thanks to IBEW Local 369, Sheet Metal Workers Local 110, and the Plumbers, Pipe Fitters, and Service Techs of Local 502. Special needs children have benefited greatly from the support of our unions, and you can help too. Go to WHAS11.com to donate now and watch June 1st and 2nd for the 66th Annual Crusade for Children. Be part of our Union Year of Giving and make the difference in a child's life.
Do you suffer from knee pain? With new medical breakthroughs, you can get relief from your knee pain without risky surgery. Arthritis and Knee Pain Center of Louisville is now accepting new patients for their FDA-approved non-surgical treatment. This new treatment has already helped thousands of people just like you return to an active lifestyle. Most major insurances are accepted, including Medicare. Space is limited. Call 877-850-8506. That's 877-850-8506 to schedule your free screening.
Ring around the tub, moldy grout. It's also difficult to clean, and those toxic chemical cleaners are bad for your health. So call One Day Bath by America's Window. Get a beautiful bath or shower update in as little as 1 day. Surfaces are non-porous, so they're easy to clean, and you'll love the way they look. We can take out your old tub and install a custom shower like this, with walls that stretch to the ceiling for maximum coverage and protection. Whatever style of bath or shower you need, come by our showroom in Charlestown, Indiana, or in Louisville at the corner of Bluegrass Parkway and Watterson Trail. Check out over 15 displays. But time's running out to call while amazing savings are in bloom. Receive 60% off labor on your new bath or shower. And as always, we have affordable finance plans available. Plus, act now. Last chance this hour to call for the handheld shower wand at no additional cost. Don't miss out on these amazing savings.
Time for a new bed? Stop by any Winter Furniture 6 locations for discounts up to 70% off.
Get your most accurate forecast with Ben Pine. Download the WHAS 11 app for weather on the go. The first alert storm team forecast on WHAS 11 News is sponsored by Elite Heating and Air Conditioning and Winter Furniture.
The WHAS Crusade for Children, June 1st and 2nd.
Right now, we have full weather coverage. Meteorologist T.G. Shuck and Chief Meteorologist Ben Pine are both in the Weather Center tracking the storms moving through our area. And Caitlin Fish is in our storm tracking vehicle, the Beast, getting a live look of the area. Caitlin, how's it going out there?
Hey, Kristen. So, yeah, we just entered northern Bullitt County. We are seeing those heavy downpours across portions of North Bullitt County right now. No issues with severe weather at this point. No watches, no warnings. We're just seeing some pretty heavy rain. No issues with hail or anything like that at this point either. We can feel the wind whipping the car just a little bit. I'm going to change our camera source here so you can kind of see what's going on as we drive. Clouds look pretty ominous there off in the distance, and I know our radar is showing some pretty active weather moving towards the west into Bullitt County. We are going to see some storms throughout the afternoon and evening. Ben and TG will give you an update on that in just a bit. For now, things are looking pretty good. No issues with severe weather on our drive on 65 South. We are here in the Beast, our storm tracking vehicle, Commonwealth Dodge Ram. As we head south on 65, we'll continue to keep you posted on exactly what we see. But for now, things are looking okay out there. Now I'll send things back into the guys who can give you an update on the latest with the radar.
Thank you, Caitlin. Be safe out there. Yeah, driving into the studio today, just a lot of ponding of water on the roadways. And as crazy as the weather's been, TG, across the country, just want to put that extra focus on our weather here locally. And we're not expecting a widespread severe weather outbreak, but I think flooding could be an issue in some areas where we have that heavy rain and really tropical moisture.
Absolutely. Plenty of juice. And the timing of this has kind of worked to our advantage a little bit. This stuff coming in during the early morning hours, not during the peak heating, but of course, still got to get through the rest of the afternoon. Check out our Max HD radar. And again, covered up with showers and storms. All the warnings, ironically, have been off to our east into eastern Kentucky. And actually, they just put a severe thunderstorm watch out for extreme northeastern Kentucky and over into West Virginia, where things may be a little bit more favorable. I think here, as far as the severe weather threat in the short term, it's going to be south of the parkways. We've kind of worked things over a little bit. Temperatures are cooler. We've got just moderate to heavy pockets of rain and storms throughout the metro area. So keep that in mind if you're driving. Heavy, heavy rain down I-65 into Hardin County, running up and down the western Kentucky and Bluegrass parkways. E-Town, heavy rain, and then back down just north of Litchfield in Grayson County, and also Hardinsburg, the southern part of Breckinridge County. Now this area down here, Mumfordville, Greensburg, Campbellsville, Lebanon, Springfield, and Columbia, temperatures there, upper 70s and low 80s. There's a lot of moisture, so we'll have to watch that area, and just general moderate rain with a few claps of thunder across a good chunk of our southern Indiana counties. You can see all this stuff rolling eastward here, and it's interesting back here west of Louisville. You can see as the line moves eastward, a few of the storms begin to work farther to the south and kind of join with this big cluster that's about to move into western parts of Breckinridge and Grayson County. We'll have to watch those. A lot of lightning with it. Very, very heavy rain. Those storms kind of following that energy source. Our severe threat, we're under a slight risk. That's level 2 out of 5 for the majority of the area. But keep in mind, things have been worked over by what we have out there right now. So we'll have to see if later on this afternoon the atmosphere has enough time to recover. But some strong storms, gusty winds, heavy rain, and a little bit of hail possible. As far as the storm fuel, models and the data indicating it could be on the moderate to high side as we get into the mid to late afternoon, and then things, of course, back off as we head after sunset. Morgan & Morgan HD Camera Network or Bachman Auto Group cam from the First Savings Bank building. Of course, with the rain-cooled air, 69 and rain at the International Airport. And, of course, looking down here to the south, look at Campbellsville and Mumfordville, low 80s. Elsewhere where it has been raining, we are in the 60s. And, of course, the dew points, great measure of the amount of moisture in the atmosphere, low 70s. That's that tropical feel, and that will lend itself to some heavy rain-producing storms. We're already seeing that. So, as Ben mentioned, there is a concern for some flooding. So that's something to keep in mind. Here's our futurecast as we take you through the rest of the afternoon. The data tries to get most of this stuff out of here by maybe 2:30, 2:45, and we may get a window late this afternoon, say between 4 and 7, where things are quiet, and then we get just isolated to scattered storms during the overnight. And with that front moving through tomorrow, we should see some additional storms, so that's something to keep in mind. So you see how our storm chances will be around tomorrow. There'll be a little upper level system that'll linger into Friday, and then another front comes in late Saturday into Sunday, and this one actually should cool us down and lower our humidity levels. You see later on Saturday and then Sunday, a few scattered showers and storms around, and then we do clear out on Monday, so we're looking a whole lot better in that regard. In fact, look at our humidity tracker. We're going to stay on the muggy side, but look how our dew point temperatures and the dry air really works into Monday and Tuesday, so we're back to more comfortable conditions and temperatures right around average for this time of the year. The Mo you know, you're not doing it today, of course. It is going to be wet, same story tomorrow, and even into Friday. I think on Saturday, decent shot here as far as getting some lawn work in. Of course, the mower shop here with the Mo you know. As we head through the rest of the afternoon, rain and storms. Again, some of those could be on the strong side. We may struggle to get back into the low 80s if the rain ends. Tonight, warm, muggy, an isolated storm or two, 70 tomorrow. A few scattered storms around. It'll be breezy, still humid, 82 in the extended forecast here as we head into Crusade weekend. Again, a few isolated to scattered storm chances, but look at temperatures closer to average as we wrap up May and head into June.
Buying insulin can be costly, especially if you don't have insurance. Now there may be a cost-effective solution. Our Verify team investigates.
More than 90% of nursing homes are currently understaffed. Studies show that residents who live in understaffed nursing homes are at a greater risk of malnutrition, bed sores, dehydration, infections, pneumonia, and other injuries. If your loved one has been injured or harmed in a nursing home, call Hughes & Coleman immediately. 800-800-4600. Because together, we can fight nursing home neglect and abuse.
Get a great-looking professional quality cut in less time every time with an Exmark Quest, Radius, or Laser Z zero-turn rider, starting as low as $29.99 with attractive financing offers too.
The Moore Shop in Louisville.
Here we go. Wanna play? Higher or lower?
Guess right and win big.
Oh, you thought these were normal size, didn't you?
Joel McHale hosts Card Sharks. Premieres Wednesday, June 12th on ABC.
You know it's time to replace your windows. Look no further than Champion Windows. Custom made in our factory, expertly installed and guaranteed for life, so you'll never have to buy windows again. And right now, buy one window, get one window 50% off. Plus 60 months low interest financing. Millions of windows installed since 1953 and recommended by more than 9 out of 10 customers. Champion is the right choice for your home. For buy one, get one 50% off. Go online or call 888-930-CHAMPION today.
Hi, I'm Holly Ford from Louisville Blinds and Drapery. Thank you, Kentuckiana, for making Louisville Blinds the #1 plantation shutter company in the area. To celebrate, we are offering our beautiful plantation shutters at an amazing price of 40% off. All of our draperies are 30% off, plus free in-home quotes and free installation. Don't miss this incredible deal. Call 245-8680 today and let's make beautiful windows together.
Wahlich Garden Center has been your neighborhood garden destination since 1946. You can learn more about us and even search for plants at wahlich.net, or just come in and find inspiration and a one-of-a-kind gardening experience. Wahlich Garden Center. Let's grow home together.
It's no secret prescriptions can cost a pretty penny. And for people with diabetes, a life-saving drug often leaves them with no choice but to shell out cash. Our sister station's Megan Malaris set out to verify if Walmart has a cost-effective solution.
It is time to verify. The words cheap and medicine do not go together, even with insurance. Some prescriptions cost hundreds of dollars. Insulin for diabetes is one of the most expensive drugs on the market. That's apparently why this sold Facebook post has resurfaced, getting thousands of shares. It says buying advice. Go to any Walmart pharmacy and tell them what kind of insulin bottle you need to purchase. You do not need a prescription. Do not have them run it through insurance. As an over-the-counter item, it costs $25 per bottle compared to $400 with insurance. Wow, $25 compared to $400 sounds like we need to verify. To do that, I reached out to Marilee McGinnis with Walmart Global Communications. She said the claim Walmart sells $25 insulin is true. Since the year 2000, Walmart has sold Relion insulin. It is the only private brand insulin on the market, retailing at $24.88 per vial. It comes in Relion Novolin Regular, Relion Novolin NPH, and Relion Novolin 730 Mix. McGinnis said negotiations have allowed the company to keep the price at $24.88 a vial since 2011. In November last year, Walmart launched the Relion Novolin 730 insulin pen. The cash price for a pack of 5 pens is $42.88 compared to $300 for the brand name option. Let's look at the Post again. It claimed Walmart sells the insulin as an over-the-counter item. That's a little misleading. Walmart does sell it without a prescription, but it's located behind the pharmacy counter, so you still have to visit the pharmacy to get it. Something else to note here, this Relion insulin is human insulin. If you have diabetes, you might need another type, like insulin analog. So as always, consult your doctor about what's right for you.
If you have a question you want us to verify, you can email us at WHAS11.com or message us on Facebook or Twitter at WHAS11. We're now seeing the extent of damage in northern Indiana after multiple tornadoes tore through the area. And we now know the name of the teen killed by a train this weekend. Plus, making a sandwich or baking brownies can be challenging for kids with special needs. How the WHAS Crusade for Children is stepping in to help.
You guys want some music?
Yes.
Yes. All right, let's try a little bit of this.
Hello, darling. No.
Conway, love
nice.
Hey, have you guys heard of Bella Via?
Bella Via?
You're gonna love it.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to virtually eliminate your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-905-2985. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. Find out how easy it is by calling now. For the secret the credit card companies don't want you to know, call Credit Associates now and see how much money you could save for free. Call 1-800-905-2985.
Apply for disability? Already lose? Are you prepared for the fight? What a day in court. 5 hearings back to back.
At least you didn't get hammered by the judge. How do you guys do this every day?
It's about showing the judge that there's a real person with real medical problems.
You need a lawyer who's not afraid to fight Social Security. Somebody who's actually fought them in federal court. Don't just get mad. Get me. Pick up the phone and call me. No, really. Call me now.
Call 888-587-0228. Call now.
Wallach Garden Center has been your neighborhood garden destination since 1946. We've dug up a lot of know-how in all those years. We've got the lowdown, heard the tall tales, the skinny, the juicy secrets, and the latest buzz. Buried, forgotten, pulled from the mud, only through the grapevine back fence garden talk. You can learn more about us and even search for plants at wallach.net, or just come in and find inspiration and a one-of-a-kind gardening experience. Wallach Garden Center. Let's grow home together.
Only we're in Las Vegas with those wild and crazy property brothers.
Rapunzel, let down your hair.
Your back hair. Next CT.
Tonight at 7 on WHAS 11.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us at 12:30. I'm Kristen Goodwillie in for Juliana Valencia. The clouds outside looking pretty ominous right now. We have full team weather coverage. Meteorologist T.G. Shuck and Chief Meteorologist Ben Pine are in the Weather Center tracking the storms moving throughout our area. And meteorologist Caitlin Fish is in our storm tracking vehicle, the Beast, getting a live look out at the area. Caitlin, where are you right now?
Hey, Kristen. So we are on 65 South here, just about to Lebanon Junction. We are seeing some heavy downpours. We've gotten a few moments where we've had some ponding of water on the roadways and certainly some stronger wind gusts. The rain is coming down pretty heavy. Nothing severe at this point as far as any watches and warnings in this area, but we'll take a look at our roof camera as you can see what we're driving through here on 65 southbound. The water definitely coming down. We've gotten some strikes of lightning over the past few minutes as we head south on 65. Vehicles very prepared though in our Commonwealth Dodge Ram storm chasing vehicle, the Beast. Things are feeling pretty safe, of course, at this point, but we have seen some ponding of water on the roadways. Our rainfall rates are pretty high at this point as some of these stronger storms do move through parts of Bullitt County. We're going to continue south on 65 towards Elizabethtown. We'll take a look at our dash camera here and you can see what that view looks like for anyone driving on the roadways. And as we head southward, we will keep you posted on everything that is going on here as these storms do move through Bullitt County. I know TG and Ben have an updated look at the radar of exactly what is moving through, and they can tell you what we are seeing as well. For now, we will send it back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, meteorologist Caitlin Fish. And we have unleashed the beast, not because we're expecting a major severe weather outbreak, but it's nice to kind of match up the radar with real life and seeing all that spray come up from the semis. And we have these lightning factories off to the south right now, some heavy rain producers, and you think kind of like tropical Florida, and it kind of munching on that unstable air just left over off to the south right now.
Well, and that may be a bigger concern as we go through the next couple of hours is a little bit of localized flooding because these storms moving over the same areas with very, very torrential rain, especially down along and south of the Parkway. You can see here our Max HC radar is covered up with rain and storms. And as Caitlin mentioned, we got some heavier pockets of rain. That's the way it is all throughout the metro right now. Again, moderate with a few heavy pockets here and there. Every once in a while, a rumble of thunder. Really the stronger storms across the central part of Hardin County, E-Town, just running right up the Bluegrass and out the Western Kentucky Parkway. Now north side of Hodgenville and LaRue County, and this is the really, really heavy stuff. Southern Breckenridge, extreme western Hardin, northern Grayson County, just north of the Parkway, Caneyville and Litchfield. And then we get into southern Indiana, again, just a moderate, steady rain with a few claps of thunder here and there. And again, we'll have to watch this stuff down here along and south of the parkways as it moves into an area that has not been worked over. Now, Ben mentioned the lightning here, and we've got about 828 strikes here across Kentuckiana and over toward the Lexington area, I-64, and then down I-75 toward Richmond and Mount Vernon down the interstate there south of Lexington. One warning over toward Moorhead east of Lexington, but we lucked out in that regard. You see, as the storms move toward Louisville this morning, these out to the west, notice how they kind of pivot down to the south. They're just following the moisture source because our dew point's great measure of the amount of moisture in the atmosphere, low 70s. That's that tropical air that we mentioned, and that's what's setting over southern Kentucky. Slight risk, level 2 out of 5, still a strong storm possible. One thing to watch into the afternoon, these storms will have worked the atmosphere over pretty well. It's how much we're going to be able to recover later on this afternoon. That'll be the big determining factor in how much, if any, more severe weather threat we have. Look at the difference. So 84 Mumfordville, 82 in Campbellsville where it is dry, 60s elsewhere. And I mentioned the dew points. Look at those low 70s down south. So still some stronger storms possible across our southern counties. We'll continue to track these thunderstorms and have an update on your 7-day coming up here in just a few minutes.
Thanks so much, TG. People in central and northern Indiana are cleaning up tornado damage this afternoon. Lots of trees coming down. Many fell right on top of cars. Confirmed tornadoes hit at least 4 counties. Many people still do not have power.
Our electrical panel, our returns pulled out of the roof.
Very ridiculous. All the damage, yeah.
Some people say they had to evacuate because of gas leaks, but no one was seriously hurt. Late this morning, in a surprising development, former special counsel Robert Mueller speaking publicly for the first time since his investigation into Russian meddling in the 2016 election and their possible coordination with the Trump campaign began 2 years ago. ABC's Trevor Altz is in Washington, D.C. with the latest.
Robert Mueller breaking his public silence for the first time since 2017. His comments coming after the conclusion of the investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 election, saying he expects to have no further comment.
Beyond these few remarks, it is important that the office's written work speak for itself.
The special counsel resigning from the Justice Department and clarifying what his team discovered. The 22-month investigation resulted in 37 indictments and 7 guilty pleas, mostly against Russians, but also including 6 charges against associates of the president. Mueller's team ultimately concluded there was insufficient evidence to establish the president and his campaign were involved in a criminal conspiracy with the Russians.
It's the greatest hoax ever perpetrated on this country.
While the report didn't make a recommendation as to whether the president had obstructed justice, it did cite at least 10 instances where obstruction might have occurred. And Mueller notably stated that while this report does not conclude that the president committed a crime, it also does not exonerate him.
If we had had confidence that the president clearly did not commit a crime, we would have said so. Charging the president with a crime was therefore not an option we could consider.
That point became an area of contention, especially after Attorney General William Barr released a 4-page summary of the principal conclusions of the report, which Mueller criticized, writing to Barr that, quote, there is now public confusion about critical aspects of the results of our investigation. Since the report's release, Democrats have wanted Mueller to testify, particularly in a public hearing, which House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jerry Nadler told MSNBC Mueller is resisting.
He doesn't want to participate in anything that he might regard as a political spectacle.
The president responded to Mueller's statement in a tweet saying nothing has changed from the Mueller report, and he says that there's insufficient evidence of any crimes, which means in America a person is innocent. And the president says the case is closed. Trevor Ault, ABC News, Washington.
We do have an update now on the teenager killed by a train on the Pope Lick Trestle. The coroner's office says that teen was the girl you see here, 15-year-old Savannah Bright from Hikes Point. Police say the Seneca High School student and another teenager were on the trestle Sunday night when the Norfolk Southern train hit them. The other girl is still in critical condition. A GoFundMe is set up for the family. We have the link for you on WHAS.com. An Elizabethtown mother is taking legal action after a daycare worker admitted to biting her child. Police say Crystal Beck bit the 5-month-old because she was frustrated the child scratched her face. Now the baby's mom is suing the daycare Kinderplay. The lawsuit claims Kinderplay did not perform a proper background check on Beck and received complaints from other employees concerned about her behavior. The daycare center fired Beck after this happened. Kinderplay has not returned our request for comment. The petition to save 2 Louisville libraries keeps getting signatures, but will it be enough? Will it really change the minds of Mayor Fisher and Metro Council? The next budget hearing on the closing of the Middletown and Fern Creek branches is happening today at 3:30. The city is working to save $25 million, but so far that's just led to cutting services and jobs. Council members will adopt a final budget June 25th. Former Vice President Joe Biden claps back at President Donald Trump. Your political news is still ahead.
It's the final days of the Red Tag sales event at the Kia stores. Check out the all-new 2020 Kia Telluride 8-passenger SUV with touchscreen display, backup warning, towing capacity, and much more. Only at the Kia stores.
Do you suffer from knee pain? With new medical breakthroughs, you can get relief from your knee pain without risky surgery. Arthritis and Knee Pain Center of Louisville is now accepting new patients for their FDA-approved non-surgical treatment. This new treatment has already helped thousands of people just like you return to an active lifestyle. Most major insurances are accepted, including Medicare. Space is limited. Call 877-850-8506. That's 877-850-8506 to schedule your free screening.
After car accident, you have enough to deal with just trying to get better.
Do you really want to deal with the car repairs and the medical bills and the insurance company when you could just have someone else do it for you?
Of course you don't.
Call Hughes and Coleman.
800-800-4600.
Insurance companies, they take care of themselves.
Hughes and Coleman, they take care of you.
Call right now.
800-800-4600.
800-800-4600. If you're injured, call Hughes and Coleman. 800-800-4600.
Hey, they graded this too.
Same number.
Nothing like taking myself out to Rallies and Checkers.
I love it too.
Remember that time we wanted a classic burger, but we also wanted a spicy chicken sandwich?
I remember that.
Then we got both a classic burger
and a spicy chicken sandwich.
2 sandwiches for $3.50? You're a cheap date. Is this a date? I think this is a date. Get 2 sandwiches all to yourself. Pick from a spicy chicken sandwich and a juicy classic burger, plus fries and a drink for $3.50. You look great today. I wanted to look nice for you. Rallies and Checkers. Fast foodies know the deal.
Red Tag Sales Event. It's the final days of the Red Tag Sales Event at the Kia stores, where new Kias will be marked down with the tag clearly on the windshield. Take home a new 2020 Kia Soul for just $16,998, only at the Kia stores.
Former Vice President Joe Biden swinging back at President Trump for his attacks while overseas. President Trump, on his trip to Japan, sided with North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un, who mocked Biden's intelligence, breaking with the long-standing tradition to keep domestic disputes off foreign soil. Biden's team is calling President Trump's remarks beneath the dignity of the office.
We moved from Scranton, notwithstanding the president saying I abandoned it, to find work. I was in 3rd grade.
At a rally last week, President Trump told the crowd Biden was born there but later abandoned the state. New at noon, ABC is announcing they will be hosting this year's 3rd Democratic presidential primary debate. The debate will take place Thursday, September 12th and Friday, the 13th. The debate will air on ABC in prime time and will also be on Univision with a Spanish translation on ABC News Live. The first debate is June 26th and 27th in Miami. That's hosted by NBC News. And the second debate is July 30th and 31st in Detroit. That's hosted by CNN. Learning life skills such as making a sandwich or baking brownies can be challenging and intimidating for children with special needs. How the WHAS Crusade for Children is helping them out.
We are on your side, tracking some heavy rain-producing thunderstorms down along the Bluegrass and Western Kentucky parkways. Meteorologist Caitlin Fish out in the Commonwealth Dodge Ram the Beast. We'll have an update from her and update your 7-day forecast coming up. First, your Kentucky Lottery jackpot numbers: Mega Millions, $444 million. Kentucky's Powerball, $325 million.
The Kentucky Lottery, fueling imagination, funding education. WHAS 11 News is sponsored by Neil Huffman Automotive Group.
I'm Alex Trebek, here to tell you about the Colonial Penn program. If you're age 50 to 85 and looking to buy life insurance on a fixed budget, remember the 3 Ps.
The 3 what?
The 3 Ps?
What are the 3 Ps?
The 3 Ps of life insurance on a fixed budget are price, price, and price. A price you can afford, a price that can't increase, and a price that fits your budget.
I'm 54 and I was a smoker, but quit. Alex, what's my price?
You can get coverage for $9.95 a month.
I'm 65, retired, and take medications. What's my price?
Also, $9.95 a month.
I just turned 80 and I'm on a fixed income. What's my price?
$9.95 a month for you, too. If you're age 50 to 85, call now about the #1 most popular whole life insurance plan, available through the Colonial Penn program. It has an affordable rate starting at $9.95 a month. That's less than 35 cents a day. You cannot be turned down because of your health. No medical exam, no health questions. Your acceptance is guaranteed. And this plan has a guaranteed lifetime rate lock, so your rate can never go up for any reason. And with this plan, you can pick your payment date, so you can time your premium due date to work with your budget. Options start at $9.95 a month. Plus, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. So call now for free information. And you'll also get this free beneficiary planner. And it's yours just for calling. So call now.
Call 1-800-770-6641 for your free information and your free gift. That's 1-800-770-6641. 1-800-770-6641. 1-800-770-6641. Call now.
The First Alert Storm Team forecast on WHAS 11 News is sponsored by Elite Heating and Air Conditioning and Winter Furniture.
For a child with special needs, making a sandwich or baking brownies can be challenging and intimidating. Well, thanks to the WHAS Crusade for Children, young kids are learning life skills that we all might take for granted. Lisa Hudson has their story.
All right, what's your spot?
Eli, I knew while I was pregnant that he was going to have Down syndrome when he was born. Samuel, I found out right as soon as he was born.
Today we're going to make brownies. I'll start and you finish.
In Miss Pulliam's class, Eli, Samuel, and their fellow students are learning practical life skills.
1, 2, 3. Put your thumb in there. Good job.
This practical education has gotten a bit easier thanks to everyone's generosity to the WHAS Crusade for Children.
Remember, it has to go all the way to the top. You helping? Before Crusade got us the full kitchen, we had just a little toaster oven, and we would cook with that, which there wasn't a whole lot that the children were able to do. Caroline, you want to turn?
Thanks to this complete kitchen, the children get cooking instruction that includes stirring, following recipes, measuring, and cleanliness.
Lots of things that as these kids get older, and we hope that they have jobs employers look for. And so it is invaluable to these students to have the ability to do this weekly in this kind of facility. We wouldn't be able to afford it without WHAS.
Okay, get it all in there.
Fridays are Eli and Samuel's favorite cooking days.
Mostly get to make desserts, so they both are really fond of sweets. So they have a good time every Friday making cupcakes and different desserts that they might not have tried at home before.
With that, it's time for the children to enjoy their culinary efforts.
It's helping them quite a bit learn some independence, which is very important for them to have as much independence as possible.
Good job.
Lisa Hudson, WHAS 11 News.
What a great program. Miss Pulliam says this new kitchen means so much to these children and their futures. She wanted us to thank everyone who supports the Crusade for making it possible. Since 1975, Orange County programs which serve youngsters with special needs have received almost $2 million in Crusade grants to help children just like Eli and Samuel. The 66th WHAS Crusade for Children is this weekend, June 1st and the 2nd. You can learn more about it and how you can help at WHAScrusade.org. And right now we have meteorologist T.G. Shuck and Chief Meteorologist Ben Pine in the Weather Center tracking that storm moving throughout the area. How's it doing?
Yeah, it's good to see the storms move in a little bit early sometimes because it kind of eats up the fuel for the storms. And typically during the peak heating, late afternoons when you can get really bad storms and severe weather outbreaks. So things looking a little bit lower as far as severe weather chances. Still watching those areas south of the parkways over the next couple of hours, though.
Yeah, that's going to be the big key is, will the atmosphere have an opportunity to recover to fire up anything additional a little bit later on? But yeah, folks that are along and south of the parkways right now, boy, some heavy rain producing thunderstorms. Check it out on our Max HD radar here. Haven't had any warnings, knock on wood, here in the Kentuckiana area. Notice off to the east of Lexington there along the 64 corridor. Got a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings. One just dropped, but another one with a lone cell there. But here in the metro area, again, just some moderate rain and a few claps of thunder here and there. But overall, we're looking pretty good. Not the case running from Bardstown, really south of the Bluegrass Parkway now, southern Nelson, a lot of LaRue County, south of E-Town, and not a fun drive running out toward Litchfield, coming out of Elizabethtown through southwestern Hardin County, northern part and western part of Grayson County, covered up in Breckenridge County. Again, that's the heaviest batch that is rolling through right now. This area down toward Campbellsville, Greensburg, and Columbia in Adair County, not worked over yet. So we'll have to keep an eye on that area. Again, moderate, just steady rain, running up 65, up 71 to Carrollton through Bedford, LaGrange. A few claps of thunder every once in a while. As been mentioned, timing is critical here, and you notice the lightning strikes over the last 30 minutes, 743, and the bulk of those are in that cluster of storms that's moving into Breckenridge and Grayson County. So from E-Town southward down toward Hart County, Greene County, Taylor, and over to Marion and Washington County, Kentucky. Those are the areas we'll be concentrating on here over the next hour or so. Still have that slight risk, which is level 2 out of 5 for severe weather. A few stronger storms, some gusty winds, heavy rain, regardless of what we've got down south. Some hail possible. And with this type of setup, you know how it is, maybe a little isolated spin up. It's nothing like what we've seen in the Central Plains. The tornado threat is very, very low with this setup, and the atmosphere, of course, worked over. We've got some cooler temperatures where it has rained only in the mid and upper 60s. Meanwhile, look at Mumfordville and Campbellsville into the low 80s. Not worked over there. And anytime you hit 70 or above with the dew points, great measure of the amount of moisture in the atmosphere, that's a tropical feel. That's fuel for those storms to feed off of. So that's the area to watch. Again, our mosquito squad, muggy meter, we're in that uncomfortable range across the board. The timing, again, this stuff holding it together nicely during the morning hours, kind of working things over. There's your boundary just to our north. We got a wave of low pressure and a cold front that will be coming in. So it's going to keep those scattered storms around all the way through tomorrow. Now watch our future cast. We'll have to see how this plays out as we get toward the mid-afternoon. This initial batch moves out, and it actually has us dry through the late afternoon and into the early and mid-evening. So we'll watch that. A few isolated storms overnight into tomorrow morning, and then another round of a few showers and storms as the main surface cold front moves on through. So you see our highest chances as we go through the rest of today, and then again tomorrow into the afternoon with that front moving through, upper level system Friday, and then we've got another front that will drop in from the north. So late Saturday here with our long range forecast into Sunday, and then good news as we head toward the day on Monday. It is going to be less humid here. I mean, check it out. Look at how those dew points really drop off. So some comfortable air, that's going to be coming our way, it looks like, by early next week. 7-day forecast. Keep the rain gear handy over the next few days and late Saturday into Sunday. And then again, that more pleasant weather into early next week. There's more WHAS 11 News at noon coming up.
Sunrise Recovery is a different place in the community, and I'm real grateful to work here because it's an abstinence-based treatment program, and they really focus on individualizing the client's care.
Sunrise Recovery, a path to a brighter future.
Are you a golfer or know someone who loves golf? Well, here's the perfect Father's Day gift. Tee off this season with your Tour Kentuckiana golf cart. 9 Kentuckiana courses, all for one low price of $69. That's a $265 value. A portion of the proceeds also help the WHAS Crusade for Children. Go to the WHAS11.com sports page and order your Tour Kentuckiana golf cart today.
Well, I rounded up some of them high-pressure sales car jerks that sell y'all cars that fall apart. Well, now Jumbo here's going to show them high-pressure elephant style. At Circus Auto, we got you covered with our new 6-month limited warranty. And we'll even report your good payments to the credit bureau. Stop clowning around. Get your butt into Circus Auto on Dixie Highway just south of the Watterson, and we'll get her done for you.
I needed to do something different, or else I would end up continuing down these same paths. That's one thing that I love about my job, is I get to help inspire people using my story and asking them to do things that I did to stay clean.
Sunrise Recovery, a path to a brighter future.
Hi, I am Lisa Hudson, and I'm so excited to be your new co-host for the WHAS Crusade for Children, June 1st and 2nd. The 66th Crusade kicks off Saturday at 1 with Firefighter Saturday. Then join us at 7 for a fantastic evening of entertainment at the Kentucky Center for the Arts Baumhart Theater. Next, we'll watch the Tote Board Totals build all day Sunday as your donations roll in. Help us make this year's crusade the best ever. Support the WHAS Crusade for Children June 1st and 2nd.
America's retirement crisis is grabbing the attention of lawmakers in Washington. There are 2 new bills up for debate. Local financial professional Tim Riney from Family Wealth Group is here to explain those bills and offer steps we should take now for a more secure financial future. So these bills, what can you tell us about them?
Well, the Senate Special Committee on Aging has introduced a couple new bills to lawmakers based on what they're calling a retirement crisis. And really there's a lot of components to those bills, but essentially what they're doing is offering employers more options to give their employees to save for retirement. It's also increasing the potential required minimum distribution age and allowing people to contribute to their retirement accounts for a longer period of time.
Okay, and so as far as retirement goes, I have to admit, it's one thing my husband always gets on me about is we have to save, we have to save. Is that something that you think as well?
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, first you need to take inventory. You need to know what you have. It's amazing how many people come in and see us and they forget about an old employer plan, old 401k, or a pension that they had eligibility to. So take an inventory of what you have and then ask yourself, is it enough? And really the best way to find out is if you have enough is to sit down with a financial professional and let them help you.
Okay, and as taking inventory, you know, if you forget about those, what does that mean? Is there anything that you can use to find out if you have any?
You should always obviously know where you worked and be able to contact those HR departments and reach out to those individuals about old ones. But you know, you need to take advantage and utilize tax advantaged accounts, whether those are your employer plans where hopefully you're getting a match, don't leave any money on the table. Maybe there's some tax-free after-tax like Roths, perhaps even in your employer plan they offer some type of Roth. So even a health savings account, there's all kinds of ways to save for retirement. You just need to take advantage of them.
So what are your best tips to taking advantage of that? Do you suggest always, you know, putting in, I've always heard 10%. I don't know if that's
Everybody's
correct.
different. That's the thing is that's why a financial professional like us at Family Wealth Group, we're really focused on estate, income, tax, and investment planning. It all fits together. We love to save people taxes, but everybody's different. There is no blanket answer.
Okay, so is it more, you know, talk to someone like you, it seems like, if you're trying to figure out your finances and get that together?
It really is. I mean, this is what we do for a living. And,
right.
And because there's that retirement crisis and they're introducing these bills, it's because people aren't doing a good job of saving for retirement, maybe relying upon Social Security alone, and that's really not a good idea. There's a lot of strategy about when to take Social Security as well, so that's another thing you can talk to the professionals about.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Tim. We will be back after the break with that last look at weather.
Here we go. Wanna play? Higher or